PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. I'm James Spann. This is Wednesday, the second day of April. Alabama's weather should be relatively quiet today, but things get interesting later in the week. Let's go to some Skycam shots early this morning at the somewhat insane hour of 5 o'clock. There's a look at traffic, what little traffic is out there along Memorial Parkway in Huntsville, near the intersection of Interstate 565. The sky mostly cloudy there. There's a look at downtown Clanton, down in Chilton County, coming from the Skycam there. And here's our Gulf Shores camera, just to let you know that the moisture levels are increasing. What do you think? Very thick fog on the Gulf Coast this morning. On the water vapor satellite imagery, we've got a fairly zonal flow in place across the deep south. We've got a surface front stalled out just a little south of Birmingham. And there might be a shower somewhere today, but we think much of the day will be dry. Convective outlook, we got a slight risk of severe weather with our new system over parts of Oklahoma later today and tonight. And then tomorrow, the system becomes even more problematic, a moderate risk over parts of Texas and Oklahoma. Surrounding that, a slight risk all the way from the Rio Grande up to Memphis. And that includes places like Little Rock and Shreveport, Oklahoma City. Be an active convective day. And then Friday, day 3, we got a severe weather risk over a pretty good chunk of Alabama and the adjacent states. And Saturday, day 4, that risk covers southeast Alabama and much of Georgia and the Carolinas. And that'll be kind of the focus of this discussion. One positive note, the rain numbers are coming up. Look at that. This is the QPF map, and this is suggesting now some 3-inch amounts between now and Sunday evening over the Tennessee Valley of North Alabama, with 2-inch amounts for the rest of the state. And up north, once again, very heavy rain. So this is suggesting 6.5 inches there for parts of Missouri, Kentucky, and northwestern Tennessee. Mercy me. Here comes the OZGFS. This is valid at 1 o'clock today at 500 millibars. And you can see the zonal flow. And at the surface, that boundary is near Clanton, and this would suggest any showers that form today would be south of that, over the southern half of the state, with that dry surface high nosing in from the north. So for many of you, this should be a dry day. Now tomorrow, again, it's a difficult setup there with the wedge coming in from the east and a warm front lifting north. And it could be a day where Tuscaloosa reaches 80, and communities near the Georgia border have a hard time reaching 60. So just note that. And there could be a few scattered afternoon showers and storms around tomorrow. And then Friday, there's your trough off to the west. And at the surface low is over Columbus, Ohio, with a trailing band of showers and storms at midday down through Memphis and Shreveport. And we'll jump on out to Friday night at midnight. The squall line is coming through here. Beginning to look like it might be a deal where the 6 o'clock to midnight time frame will be preferred, but there certainly could be some severe weather as early as Friday afternoon, no doubt about that. Check out the instability values Friday, and they are ramping up. This is suggesting surface-based capes now in excess of 1,000, and that is at early afternoon Friday up into west and central Alabama. And the helicity values are really not that bad. This is the 0 to 3 kilometer helicity, and this is suggesting they will exceed 250 over much of North Alabama. So it certainly looks like some of the cards are coming into place for the potential for severe weather here Friday afternoon and Friday night. And we will have to watch that very carefully. After all, that is April 4th. And then Saturday, it's out of here. This is midday, so it really looks like a pretty good chunk of the weekend now will be dry. This is suggesting most all of the action should be out of here by 6 o'clock Saturday morning. And then Sunday looks like a dry day. The front stalls out just offshore, but again, we'll be in good shape. So after a round of strong to severe storms Friday afternoon and Friday night, the weekend looks dry. Monday of next week, a disturbance passes north, and we'll leave the forecast dry for now. And Tuesday, we look to be in pretty good shape. with comfortable conditions. Now, Wednesday of next week, here's that big trough off to the west, and that could be a robust severe weather problem off to the west on Wednesday. And now Thursday, look what the GFS is doing. Now, this is a different look. It's got strong ridging over Florida, deflecting the core of that a little north of here. So instead of the big trough sweeping through completely, it now kind of shows a tug of war between the ridge to the south and the trough to the north. And we'll still have a healthy round of showers and thunderstorms Thursday, but the severe weather threat on this run not as potent. And because of the ridge, the front just stops like a brick wall there. Friday, this is Friday the 11th, and we stay wet. So if this run is right, this is suggesting maybe a little lesser severe weather threat and more of a heavy rain threat. But remember, this will change again. We're still very early in the game. And boy, look at this thing on the 14th. Long wave trough developing, and that looks like a robust severe weather event. And by golly, look what's back. On April the 15th, that late season freeze again. A long wave trough delivering some unusually cold air. And now this is the second time we've seen this, and the model's waffling, and this is absolute voodoo out here. But just keep in mind, the idea on this run is back on the table, and it's something we'll watch for carefully in coming days. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.